Hi there, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Do keep in mind it's a general reading. See which messages feel like they resonate for you and hopefully bring clarity to whatever you're wondering. Remember that divine inner guidance, it's in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. I did a little pre-poll and there is somebody reaching out to you very soon. So I grabbed the character oracle. Let's start with this one and see what characters, personalities, people come through. This could be you. This could be the person reaching out to you. Connecting with you soon. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ, consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. What are some people, personalities to know about right now? Please and thank you. A friend, maybe a friend is reaching out to you. This is somebody you trust. I do feel like there's somebody that has some news for you. So, I feel like somebody either has something exciting that is happening right now and they want to tell you about it, or somebody is maybe reaching out to you because I feel like they're like you and them work something out together. I feel like they trust you with opening up because they know you always have like pretty good solid advice, and I feel like it is because you really get this person and know them. This is somebody that you trust, somebody you have good vibes with. It's a companion, support, and it's also sharing joy. Look at, I am getting that this person is extremely loyal to you. You're doing this little like handshake with the dog. So maybe you have, I don't know, you have a similar connection with animals somehow. Support, sharing joy. I do see either maybe you haven't heard from this person in a while and that's like really joyful to you and them to hear from them, but I keep hearing news. Somebody has some news for you. So let's get another character. What is another message? Another person or character to know about. Engineer. This is intense. I feel like this person is very intelligent. I do feel like you and someone else are going to figure something out together. I see you and someone else putting a puzzle together, but I feel like that's energy. I also look at this person and it looks like they are just as like diligent in the office and on a computer as they are like on the field. I feel like this person might do something online, but they're standing in front of this almost like a big engine. So I hear an engine like revving up. So maybe something is revving up to start to move. I know this is really weird, but I'm focused on this man's suspenders, and they're on the outside of his fancy suit. So I feel like maybe something was suspended for a little while. Maybe, there was a little distance or suspense in something, anticipation kind of energy, but I feel like there was a break somewhere. But I'm kind of getting on a project. Something sort of took a lull, plateaued, and I see somebody like snapping those suspenders. So I do feel like something gets going in a snap, in a flash. Maybe it's that last puzzle piece that puts everything together. This is somebody who's an architect of solutions. So maybe that's you and you're helping out a friend resolve a situation, see something in a different perspective they just didn't see. It's an engineering practice. Maybe some of you are engineers, architects, something like that, where you can kind of foresee how to put something together, but I feel like you know how to put all of the pieces together. I also see somebody able to literally takes something apart to put it back the right way. Problem solver, complex systems. I am seeing like a computer system or something like that. So maybe this person is, I don't know, even someone who does web design, something like that. It is technology. So this could be even a friend that you have that has the right connection to someone that can help you in the field of tech if you're trying to do something online. I am getting that this person is very technical, but I'm also seeing very logical and creative all together. I feel like this person is very complex, but in a very good way. So this could be the same person. There could be a connection, one to the other. One could be you. So let's start there. I do feel like we should maybe do like career projects, that kind of energy for the reading. So let's start with oh yeah, I forgot I have this. I do have the Life Purpose Oracle cards. Let's just see what comes through. See what resonates for you. I'm going to go through different decks. So maybe one thing is your big message. Maybe something is for somebody else. Just take what resonates, makes sense to you, what calls you. What is a life purpose? It's very big. It's not just your career. It's purpose. That is pretty big. So life purpose message to be helpful. Please and thank you. Teaching. A lot of you are teachers in whatever field that is. Even if you're not a teacher, there's something about the way you present your information, or you have discussions, you have your conversations where people hear you. They actually learn something really valuable from you. I am getting that many of you are just very wise, whether that's through the experiences that you've had or wisdom you've gained through knowledge, even going to school, or it's just kind of natural in you. Maybe some of you teach younger children. This is somebody who inspires young people to learn, but this is not somebody who gives a lot of homework and does something by the book. I'm getting that this is that teacher that's just really unusual and different. So even if they have to present information that's very much the agenda, what you have to, teach that semester or whatever, I'm getting that you do it in a way, and I'm getting that it's your enthusiasm or maybe even your inspiration, the way you dress, that you're kind of like cool. I just feel like you tap into different personalities in unusual means. Maybe some of you just recognize that different people learn different ways. Not everybody learns the same way, but I do feel like you're able to both have some kind of one-on-one inspiration with certain people, but that you can also handle a big group. And, this card does say young energies, but I'm not getting children for all of you. I do feel like it's just somebody young in that knowledge, or doesn't know a lot about something that you do. I'm also finding, I hear finding. So I also feel like for some of you, you are that eager student, something that you're into or you're curious about at least. And I feel like you're going to find the right, really amazeballs teacher that's going to see potential in you. But I feel like this person is going to really, it's going to be that like teacher you remember, that just does something different, that you just connect to, that I feel like even if you have your homework you have to do, you get to do it. I feel like you're actually really excited about whatever this is. You don't have to be forced to practice the instrument or whatever. So I started auto shuffle. So let's get you another life purpose. Please and thank you. It's interesting. This teacher is here in front of the class and holding a book that has butterflies. So I do feel like whatever you're teaching, you are causing and creating and helping metamorphosis, big changes in somebody's life. Almost like opening up somebody's eyes after they come out of the cocoon. I feel like you are also inspiring people in a way where I hear free reign, where you give them free reign or free creativity to like fly with who they are, be themselves. Also, I am seeing that some of you might have like be gifted with something, but I feel like it's after you start to teach. Maybe it's even learning from your students, learning from the mistakes your students make, that maybe you would never make those mistakes, where your wings really start to fly. Like once you start to teach something, maybe you were just good at it or natural at it, but it's when you actually start to teach that you like take off with something. Where your skills in whatever that is, or your knowledge in whatever it is, kind of goes off the charts. Let's get one more from this deck and then go to something else. Another message, please and thank you. Yeah, I love that. I love that this came through. So you have a builder and an engineer. I see like the blueprint or the bones of a situation or the tools. I do feel like you can see something in the future that you are making plans on, but you have to put some energy into it. You also have this big sassy builder here with angel wings. So you do have angel wings. You do have the capacity to fly in a situation or for something to really take off. I do feel like there has to be energy into something in the physical world, whether that's energy you put on the computer or learning something, or I do see kind of like a homework or gathering tools together. Woo! The builder has a lot of energy. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So maybe some of you are, I'm even getting like building an online program. I also see some of you building an actual structure. So I don't know if that's something you're building for yourself in your community. I do feel like I see this guy here. I actually see you like high-fiving somebody. I feel like you're going to be really proud of whatever this is you are putting work into. Like you're going to kind of look back at one point and see that you started from like an idea. You started from a conversation. You started from like nothing, from scratch, from square one. And all of a sudden, I just see that like building an empire kind of energy. So that starts with doing. That starts with one step. That's how you start. So let's go to something totally different. I haven't done the clarifying life situations in a little while. So this is a little more vague overall messages, not particular to a career, but let's see what comes through. Clarity on builder, teaching, friend, engineer, and reaching out to you soon. I do see somebody teaching you something that's more of a trade, more of a apprentice kind of energy, where maybe you could learn it online or go to a class, but I feel like it's something that's a little more one-on-one or hands-on. I feel like there's something really, really unique that some of you are learning, and I don't know what that is, but I feel like it is a skill that not a lot of people have. And if you're finding the right teacher in something like that, I do feel like that is a big gift coming into your life. So let's continue. Let's get one of these. Clarifying life situations. What would be helpful right now? Please and thank you. Wow, more adventures, more worlds, more opportunities. I do feel like some of you are doing something where you are connecting to, that was also a little dingaroo. I feel like that's always an extra message or an extra confirmation. You're connecting to maybe others in the world online. I'm also getting that sometimes the experience is the best teachers. You know, you can read about a place in the world all you want, but there's nothing like going there. You know, talking to the people that live there, seeing the culture, eating the food. This is you wanting to branch out, to expand, maybe actually out there in the world, maybe in your mind, but it is amazing expansion nonetheless, and it feels exciting because an adventure feels like something you're preparing for and excited to be in. New worlds. I do need my glasses. These letters get tiny. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. More adventures. Embrace the unknown with curiosity. Sometimes you have to unlearn what you think you know, to relearn something, or to have some space and adjustment for a different way that you weren't taught. Embrace the unknown with curiosity. This is giving me big fool vibes, but in a very intelligent fool kind of way. I just heard what a fool believes. Letting each journey shape your path and your wisdom. Let's get another one from the same deck. So far we have 2 from each deck. So what is another message on new worlds, more adventures, excitement to come, or you're planning on having? You are looking into the future here. I think we have 2, so let's take them both. This one always comes out every single time I pull this deck. So you are going to really go with the flow of something, breach out of maybe something that was emotional, feel that reviving kind of breath. I feel like it's always like that. It's like a release in energy. Like if you're holding your breath, you know, holding on to something, it's that like, yeah, it's fully immersed. So whether you're building something, you're in it. Whether you're talking to a friend, you're having that conversation. You are grooving with your friend. If you're teaching something or learning something, you're really in it. If you're reading something in a book, I don't see you getting to the end of the page and forgetting half of what you read. I feel like you're really retaining and getting that knowledge. If you are having adventures, you know, even if this is just your neighborhood, a couple towns away, or another country, you're not driving down the road and having, you know, 15 miles where you don't remember it. You're looking at every single piece of the landscape around you in awe. I think that's really, really nice. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. So you do have to have awareness. If you're letting something pass you by because your head wasn't looking in the right way or changing the direction it normally looks, you're not going to see something different. Stay in the flow. Just go with the flow. This is a surrender energy. So you know what you're putting energy into here, but sometimes you also just have to let go. Dive on in. See what happens. You know, sometimes you have these big plans to build something. You have, you know, the blueprints, but then, you know, something goes out of whack or goes off course or doesn't happen the way you planned. So it's when the teacher or you think outside the box and get that little creative energy in there is when you come up with the masterpiece. So surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons as they unfold. And it is something unfolding. I see the page turning. Happiness is simple. Find joy. And that's you looking at everything around you in awe. It's smelling the roses. Here, you're smelling the daisies. Find joy in life's small wonders, for they hold the key to fulfilling a contented heart. Meadow of moments. I just heard that Hanging on a Moment song. I think that's Lifehouse. Bask in the meadow of moments. Like a little poem for you. The meadow of moments where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. It's the power of now. Not getting lost in everything else. It's just really being fully immersed in the now that you have. So I do feel like if you felt a little bit of that, I'm even getting a little bit of the kind of like the Four of Cups wah, wah, kind of energy, where you're kind of bored, or just kind of not really contemplating, not really super focused, just nothing's really interesting right now. I do feel like something's going to come through somewhere, either through a conversation or something that sparks your interest. And it is going to kind of wake you up, make you see something a different way, get a little even butterfly energy going on inside you, to make some plans, book that ticket, get the tools you need to start building, get the skills you need to start building for the future. So let's go to the career and life and get another message. Clarity for the collective. On Stay in the Flow, Meadow of Moments. Happiness is simple. New worlds, more adventure. Friend, engineer, keeper of trust, companion, support, joy, building, teaching, learning. Got a lot of energy coming through. What is a career and life message that would be the most helpful to know right now? I looked at the clock on my phone at exactly 20 to 11. Maybe something at 11:22, where you're a 22 or 11 life path number, or that's a date or a time. They are both master numbers. One message, please, and thank you. Passage. This is really nice. So this is a transition that's going on. You're getting safe passage. You have these opportunities that are going to be opening up right around you, but you have to pass through the doorway. You have to go through that portal. I'm getting 6 of Swords energy with this one, where maybe there was a storm before, but it looks very calm and serene right now. Learning to navigate your ship, learning the right direction to go. Your current situation is a means to an end. That's when you learn something. So for some of you, you are building skills or experience right now, and maybe you don't feel like that's the end goal, but this is going to get you there. This is going to get you the really big, opportunity. I'm getting not that much farther in the future. I feel like it's going to come in pretty soon, or you're gaining a lot really fast. The situation is a means to an end. You are making the uncertain voyage into a new world. A whole new world. Oh my God, I just went Disney on you guys. Hey, it's going to be a whole new world. It's going to be something different. You're going to take your magic carpet ride, and your genie in a bottle is going to come through, and you're going to have many new discoveries and wishes, desires that are going to come into your life that you didn't even know you were going to have. It's going to feel like a lot of new energy, but it does start with like an in-between, that suspension that I saw with his suspenders. Uncertain voyage, but it's into a new world. Enjoy the discoveries and adventures as you go. Don't let something pass you by. If some of you have a friend that you want to go on a journey, whether that's a road trip or somewhere really far in the world, I do feel like you should go. If some of you have somebody that you know that lives really far away, I do feel like you should book a ticket and go and see that friend. I'm also seeing that some of you might meet a very amazing person, either along that journey, or I just heard on the way home. Maybe some of you meet somebody on a plane or something like that. Let's do one more from this deck and then go to the tarot. Yeah, let's do that. Unfolding. Yeah, you have something blossoming, something's budding, something's growing. Something maybe already has those roots, but now it's sparking out of that foundation and ready to open up in your world. There is something that is unfolding. And I like that this says, oh, I thought it said purpose. I do see purpose. It says prosperity. Both are good. Access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You're just on the journey right now. But whatever journey you are on, it's because it's taking you somewhere pretty big and really different for you. And I'm not getting that that's necessarily monetary. I feel like for some of you that prosperity is maybe in freedom. Maybe it's having more excitement or just more easy flowing energy in your life. For some of you, it is where you are building a solid foundation to have a lot of security in your life. So maybe in the future, I'm getting that you don't have pressure or worries. So I'm getting that however this prosperity is coming in, you're somehow taking away a lot of pressure. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. I love that these are all matching. You're expanding. You're getting out there. You're doing something different. You're learning more about yourself. You're expanding your horizons. You're definitely not fenced in to a little arena in your life here. So if you felt fenced in any way, you are unhinging something, taking that anchor off of the dock and starting to sail. Make some movement in your life that is different. And I feel like it's going to, even if in the beginning, maybe it'll be a little rough, when there's growing pains or a learning curve, it's a little weird in the beginning before you get used to something, but I feel like you are going to get used to something really fast. I'm going to show you what's at the bottom. You definitely have a journey coming in. You definitely have something new. Just to say, enjoy the journey. Not the destination, not where you came from. Be in the now that you're in. Embrace each moment fully, staying open to new experiences. And it's the same, this is a different deck. I just sort of put it over there. You got the same message, experiences and lessons that are along the way. So it's not cookie cutter here. It's not lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. I feel like you're gonna bounce all over the place. Just go with it, because with this engineer's mind here, all of those different lessons somehow are gonna come together and work like a well-oiled engine or machine for you in your life. Emerging dawn. Trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. So you do have that other one that did say passage. A current situation is a means to an end. There's something that you had to go through because there's something more you're meant to do. And I do keep seeing purpose. So, that feels whole rather than just, I know I see a trophy in my mind. It doesn't feel like you're holding, a plastic or metal trophy. It feels like you're holding spiritual energy. You feel whole. It feels different. It's not a thing. It's just a energy. It's being. So let's go to the tarot. I want to use the cute little Christmas elf. So let's do the Christmas elf and just get some messages on this passage, this journey, this transition, this ending, this beginning, adventure. what you're building or going to. What are some messages to be helpful, please? And thank you. Oh, you're going to be leading with your heart. Maybe this is somebody you know, or this is you. The King of Cups is somebody definitely that you can trust. He's usually a very good support. He could be a water sign, but this is usually somebody who, I don't see the king the same as the queen. I feel like this is somebody who only opens up about their emotions at the right appropriate time to the right person. So I do feel like this king does have a lot going on all of the time inside him or her, but they don't always let it out, but you can feel that warmth. You can feel that this is somebody that you can trust. This is sometimes somebody who does try to people please because they want everyone to be happy. So even this king, kind of like the queen, does have to learn to also trust that his happiness matters, that his cup needs to be full for him to really give. I do feel like you've broken off of something. Like this king is on a little iceberg here on his throne, so he is sitting comfortable. He is going on a journey, but I feel like he was attached to something kind of frozen before, and something has come around. Maybe he got out the big old saw, unattached himself to something, so he has more, where's that, in the flow kind of movement with where his or her heart is calling them. But I feel like it's an unfolding. I don't feel like it's a just general direction. There's a seal in the back. That makes me think of the singer. Maybe Seal has a really good song that I can find for you guys for the playlist. Upside down, this is somebody I actually see as really cold. They have a lot going on inside. They just haven't had, I feel like the King of Cups upside down is kind of emotionally unattached or kind of like underdeveloped emotionally. And that usually is because they haven't had the right experiences, or they've been taught that that is not strong. Taught that, you know, a masculine energy doesn't show emotions, rather than be vulnerable when they know the time is right to open up and express love, express truth, express how they really feel. But upright, this person does it evenly. You know, it's not the extremes. Let's get another message. Give a little clarity on the King of Cups, please. What is this King of Cups feeling? Or I want to know why that iceberg is like its own little island here. Maybe no man is an island. I don't know why I just thought of Bob Marley. Oh, you got another king. Look at you. Maybe these are two different people. Maybe one is the engineer, one is the teacher, one is the builder. I mean, the King of Pentacles definitely is somebody who can build. Definitely somebody who can manifest. So this could be the same person with two facets of their personality. It could be somebody who is following their heart, riding those emotions to figure out how to build something for the future. But the King of Pentacles knows how to manifest, knows how to work really hard, knows how to acquire. There is a castle here. I just thought of Wonderful World. And then just the two of us. I think there's a thing about building castles in the sky. Maybe this person was only building castles in the sky, having all these emotions about someone or something, but now that castle in the sky has come down to earth. This could be somebody that has a solid offer for long-term plans. That's somebody who wants to stick around. They're not going to float away. This is somebody who wants a solid foundation and sees the future. It's also a king that's really sensual. I do see that he is, he has his little elf boo on a log. So I do feel like there's something that he's rolling out, or he's going to use that log to start a little fire and heat something up. So maybe even a little King of Wands sort of energy coming on in. Look at this upside down. That is somebody who is all about having the biggest castle. That's someone who hasn't tapped into their intuition or refuses to see it. Somebody who has maybe been taught that what they have in their world is their purpose. And they're always going to feel unfulfilled because your purpose isn't in the stuff. You don't take the stuff with you. It's in the experiences. It's in the moments that you remember. It's the people in your life that you love. So let's get another message. We got all this masculine king energy coming through. I do like that the King of Pentacles is holding a star. He's holding almost like a wand and a pentacle. So I don't know why I just thought of like, I don't know, investing, whatever that is, whether that's in maybe metals or Bitcoin or crypto or something like that. But I feel like there's something that is coming in that makes something more solid and tangible. And I like that this king actually is holding the star, because that feels like guidance. It feels like that king is now involving his or her higher self. So now you got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But those are just star signs. Most people have a very complex combination of signs within their whole birth chart. What is one more? What is the bridge between these two? So you have the Five of Wands. These two might be at odds with each other. This could be one person at odds within themselves too, between their, you know, their logical side and what they are building or were, and what they want to pursue emotionally, what they really feel about something. It could be these two kings working together to leave that kind of situation. Or it could be these two kings involved in a situation where everyone is just bumping heads. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Everyone has their own opinion about everything. And no one's getting anywhere here. But I kind of see this upside down for this situation, because you have all this beautiful energy here. This could be the transition, just where there's way too many cooks in the kitchen and nothing was moving. No one was getting anywhere. You know, everyone was refusing to put their puzzle piece down because they want to hold it instead of working together to, you know, solve a problem. Or that could be somebody, you know, trying to take everyone else's piece. No, I got it. I'm going to do it. And then not involving the other person. It's where there's just combating energies, but it's kind of all over the place. There's no rhyme or reason, or kind of like a, I don't know, I see like easy flow with something. It's like a ping pong machine going all over the place instead of something more structured. But I do see that maybe these two energies, and it's not gender here. This could just be somebody who's really tapped into emotions, feelings, compassion. And this one is someone who just wants to get to work, sees something logical, but also very sensual because it's what they put their hands in. This is the king that would be all in. And if this is upside down, I feel like these two people keep each other on their toes, which is really good, because if they're different and they see the true potential in each other or how they could build together, they're not gonna, you know, they're gonna create a little friction, have that brainstorming kind of session, because it keeps each other's mind more open. Because I kind of like this energy upside down. It's where you're all on the same team. You're in the same company. You are partners together. You are even lovers together. Whatever it is, it's where you see so much potential in the other person that you keep each other guessing. You keep each other sharp. You do what is that? Doku, or what is that game you do? You keep each other, I'm seeing mentally sharp, but it's also physically. It's like the scrimmage match. You want to have that amazing Super Bowl game, but if you had no practices with so you each put a different color on, you're like, all right, we're going to pretend we're on different teams today just to get each other better, so we win that game. It's kind of that energy. Let's just get one more. Yeah, I did see that you keep each other mentally sharp. So I do feel like this has to do with spirit and passion and excitement. Maybe you get each other all riled up sometimes, but maybe that's a good thing to keep things interesting. Here, you do have clarity. Either that an environment is weird and not right, or that somebody was there for the right reasons the whole time because they were the tough teacher, not doing your homework for you. So I just see that, like, I don't know why I saw that. Like if somebody was like a really, really good football player, and then you have some teacher that didn't really teach, but like cheated, and gave them the 100% on the test, so they passed the grade, so they don't, lose out on getting to win the game. They're actually losing, like you're gypping that person from learning that lesson from the potential they could have had. I feel like it's the tough teacher here. It's the one that sees that you can do it and maybe has to adjust something a different way, adjust how knowledge was presented maybe. Because the swords are truth, clarity, communication, ideas, inspiration, mental activity, intelligence. It's using all that to resolve a situation. To have this brilliant idea here, you have to write it down. You have to take it beyond that conversation. You have to want to see the truth. Sometimes the truth is not what you want to see, but when you see the truth, you can act accordingly, and you can make better decisions from knowing it. Here, it's not wanting to see the truth or not being authentic with the words that match the actions or the true feelings. So I do feel like there is going to be clarity, a light bulb moment, an epiphany, maybe between two people, but I feel like this is tapping into different facets. It's a general reading, so there's always a message for you here, whether they're kings or queens or whomever. I do feel like there's something coming through that is going to bring a little sparkle into your life. This is an idea, like the big hand of God coming out of that cloudy situation there and saying, here you go. This is your crowning moment. This is going to take you to that wreath of glory. This is going to be that idea you should pursue. That down the line is going to really feel like not just an epiphany, but your purpose. I keep hearing purpose today. So I do feel it's about that. Maybe it starts with that initial phone call. Maybe it starts with you reaching out to someone. Maybe it starts with a little inspiration from someone reaching out to you. But I do feel like this has to do with something you're manifesting, something you're able to build long-term into the future. And I feel like it is a continual lesson of growth. It's not really about an ending. It's about a to be continued always, to grow always. So let's just end with a rock star. Yeah. I hope this reading was helpful today. What is one more message? To be helpful. Some inspiration from the music world, please and thank you. You got Bob Dylan. That's the same message. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Stay with the flow. Just stay with the flow. You're going to get your big spiritual pink flamingo floaty. You just got to not anchor it on to something being a certain way. Got to just go with the waves every day as they come. If you miss a wave, try to catch the next one. If the tides change, don't fight against it. If there's a weird storm, maybe you need to take a little break on the shore. Follow the wind and flow. Bob Dylan. There's all of these postcards from all over the world. Some of you are definitely ready to travel the world. I feel like you're going to have these beautiful souvenirs of moments that you got to have to look back on. And there's tons of butterflies in this. You're definitely transforming. Look at all these butterflies. Look at how many there are. You're evolving. You're growing. And I hear you're inspiring. So I feel proud of you. I feel excited for you, actually. I feel like you have a lot of exciting things coming in. So go with the flow as they flow in. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you have a beautiful day, evening, night, wherever you are. And I will see you very soon. Bye.